Hello everybody. Today I was doing a little bit of packaging and thought I'd turn the camera on and film. I'm using the little Snippet mini doily book kit that I received from Luscious Laces a few days ago, and I thought I would use some of these to decorate my gift bags that I'm putting together. I have a little pink polka dot flat bottom gift bag that I'm going to be putting some things in, and I just wanted to close off the top in a pretty way without shortening it at all as well. So I thought, well, I had a couple of red doilies, so I'll use that, and then I got my kit out and I've got one of the doilies there, and I thought, well, I can use that, and I know this is red and this is pink, but it doesn't look too bad together, and a lot of the paper collections these days are using the reds and the pinks together, so I have no problem whatsoever with that. Now there's a border lace in the kit, which is this one here, and it has the flower design, so I thought I would use that as well. And so I'm just going to cut around just that flower design there, all the way around, and then I'll be back. Okay, so there's our flower all cut out. The little scraps to one side. I'm going to just put that like that, and like that over the top there. And that will be pretty over the top of the bag, I'm sure. So let's just have a look. That will go over the top of the bag like that. And I have a couple of little Santa clothes pegs. I've had them for quite some time. I think they were gifted to me on gift bags at some stage. There's a bit of glue behind that one. I better take that off. And so I'm going to reuse them, and they will close the bag like that, but I want it to look a little bit prettier than that. So what I'm going to do now is put together a snippet for the front of it. And I've got some pieces out of the little mini doily book kit, and I'm going to just put them into a little bundle and put that on the front as well. I have a piece of the embroidery anglaise, which was actually wider than that. I cut a little bit off the edge like that, and that could actually make a little flower or something like that further down the track. So I have that, and then there was some curtaining fabric in the kit as well, so I cut a little piece of that off. And then there's this gorgeous trim, and I really love this trim. It's so pretty. It'd be nice to give a piece to somebody else. So rather than pin that piece on, I'm going to actually tack it on just a bit further down like that with a needle and thread, because if I wanted to put a pin through that top, I don't want to disturb that embroidery and make it unravel. So I'm just going to tack that piece on. Piece of lace from the kit, another little piece there that I'm going to put on just at the top there, and a tiny mini doily will go on like that. Okay, so the first thing I want to do here is just get a needle and thread and tack that little piece on there so that it doesn't get forgotten. And that's just 2 stitches. Easy enough for the lady or for the person who will be receiving this gift to take off when she wants to use it or when they want to use it. So quite easily, just in and out, leaving a tail on my thread here. And I've got that doubled, so let's just... So that was in and out, and then I'm just going to do exactly the same thing again. In and out, like that. Now I'm just going to tie those two ends there. Okay, and I'm going to cut that, but I'm not going to cut it down too low because I want the person to see those threads so that they can remove them if they want. So I've just stitched that on there loosely, easy enough to snip that thread off to use that applique piece. So that will go there like that, and those on top like that. So that's ready to go now, but I want to put a bit of a decoration on the front. I have a little bulb pin here. I have a little silver charm. It's a cross, trying to find something Christmassy. That's what it looks like there. So I'll be using that, and I've made a little dangle that will be easily enough taken apart so the person can use the beads and things on that as well. And I've just used an eye pin to put that together, and then curled the edge there. So I have a little jump ring. I'm just going to open that up like so. Put my cross on, and then put my little I'm going to leave that open actually because I want to insert something else in there because it's Christmassy. I've got these little stamens here. And these are vintage stamens. They're really pretty. And I just thought they'd add a nice little bit of colour to the front of the bag and sort of bring in that red again. But what I want to do is, because they're old, the wire's not great on it, so I'm just going to cut a little bit of wire that I had. I think I found this one at the op shop. It's 24 gauge. Just something to keep them together. Like that. If you don't have wire, you could use a little bit of lace, or you could use a little bit of washi tape, I guess. Just anything just to sort of keep them all together and stop them falling apart everywhere. Just make sure there's no sharp ends. Don't want anyone hurting themselves. Okay. And what I want to do is just place that. Whoops, there's my jump ring. I want to place that inside there before I close it up, because I know it can't come out because of the bigger parts on the end. So that's what I'm going to do, and I hope I'm in the camera shot there. Close that up properly. Like so. Oops. Okay, so that's my front, like that. Is that my front? I think I put that on wrong. Maybe like that. Alright, that's my front like that. So now I'm getting my bulb pin and I'm threading it through my little dangle charm first. So whatever you want on top has to go through first. And then I'm going to go through my little doily piece here. And then my little applique piece here. Try and find a good spot to thread your bulb pin through, making sure we have our right side to the front, and I think that's the right side there, so I'm putting that there. And then this one, putting that there. And then our embroidery anglaise. And I'm pinning them in the middle so that they all kind of lay like that. Okay. And then let's just take this off. I'm only pinning it to the doily on the front there, and that's the center. So Santa's sort of going to sit up there, so I'm just going to put it over that thread there, and then I'm going to do it up like that, because it slips down a little bit anyway because of the size of the bulb pin. And then the last thing I'm going to do is get my trusty tool that I got from Babycraft, and I've been using for so many things. Just going to cut a piece off. Just give it a tug to distort it a little bit. It just helps to soften the tulle so it doesn't look brand new, unless you want it to look brand new, of course. And then I'm just going to fold it in half like that. Then pinch one end, thread it through the bulb pin like that, and then tie it. Trying to get it fairly even, and then on the side that has been folded, just trim that like that. Then you have a nice little tulle bow. Okay, and now we get our little bag. We put our, okay, we're going to fold it there, so we're trying to make it so that maybe like that, like that. There, get our bag. A little peg clip. And there we go. We have a nice little snippet decorating a little gift bag. Whoever receives it can take all of that apart and use it in their crafting. But it's nicely presentable. If you wanted to glue stuff on the front there, that's fine as well. I just wanted to kind of keep it so that whoever gets it can use it in their crafting. So thank you for joining me today, and that's just one of the uses that I'll be using for the little Snippet mini doily book kit from Luscious Laces. And I'll be back in a couple of days with another way to use it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. And so here are the two little gift bags finished that I've put together. And I just want to let you know that this is not my original idea. This has been something that's been done for quite a long time. I think Doreen does a lot of the little snippets on the front of gifts. I know Lacey has done them before, and Laquita actually sent me something very similar for my challenge this year. So not an original idea, but something to prompt you to make your packaging pretty. Thank you for watching today. Bye.